Hi guys, welcome to video 2 of Retrieving Safety. Today we're going to talk about the 4 mindsets that are happening for you right now that influence the level of safety or level of vulnerability and danger you sense in your life. Now, what is a mindset? Let's start out with that question first. A mindset is a point of view about something that's dominant. Okay, it's a dominant point of view about a thing. So we all have them. We all have these set conclusions about something. So if you have a mindset about cars and you really like Fords and not Chevys, then that's a mindset. Your mindset says Fords are better than Chevy. And so your perspective, the experience you have, is governed by those things. So you see a Chevy, you're going to be like, eh. But you see a Ford and you'll be like, yes, please give that to me. And that's going to get you into these ruts, these patterns in your life where you're buying Fords and you're not buying Chevys. And in fact, you probably have more fun if you were open to what was more satisfying for you rather than being fixated on that. But that's what mindsets do. They create a filter in which you can interpret reality and understand what is and isn't happening for you. So there are 4 specific things going on in your mindset that we all deal with. We all have these 4 mindsets, okay? Everyone has them. They're fundamental to being human. The first 2 all deal with the quantity or quality of what's available to us. There's either a lack of something or an abundance of something. Now, if we have a high abundance mindset about something, then we're going to feel a lot safer. And you can prove this to yourself. Well, if you had $1 million or if you had unlimited money in your life, how safe would you feel right now? I bet you'd feel like I feel an immense amount of relief with that. I'm like, oh yeah, I can do all sorts of things. Yeah, because I have an operating mindset at the moment that says I have a lack of money. So now there's this tension that starts to rise. So think about that. You have no money. You have a lack of money. How's your body start to respond to that? Most people, it tenses up. They get scared. This is the impact of mindset. You'll also notice you had different focuses, different pressures, different motivations show up between the 2. Like if you had a bunch of money and money wasn't a concern, you had all the money you'd ever want, it was unlimited, your mind starts to think about what you'd want to do, right? You want to go out there and do this or do that, or you can have this, or you can sleep, or you can rest, or you can go play, or go vacation, whatever. But if you start really thinking about having no money, or there's a huge lack of money in your life, then you're thinking about how am I going to pay the bills, how frustrating this is, how stressful this is, how scary it is. That's the impact and power of money. One inspires hope and safety. The other one's starting to inspire dread and fear. So when we are coming from a lack mindset, we're going to have a bias towards fear and danger. But if we shift it to an abundant mindset, then we're going to have a bias towards safety and prosperity. It's very important because it's not a game. It's not a mind game where it makes no difference in reality. It actually fundamentally changes what you end up doing. So if you're coming from a fear-lack-based mentality or mindset, you're going to make choices that tend to promote that. So you get stuck in a cycle. You get stuck in that pattern. But if you're coming from an abundant mindset coupled with realistic and powerful action, then you're going to create outcomes that work for you, that promote your well-being, that expand your success, your happiness, your sense of safety, because you're going to be proactive. You're going to take some risks, but it's not going to be in dread. It's going to be in curiosity, okay? So fundamentally, the dominant mindset you want to cultivate to mitigate the amount of fear you have in your life and that sense of lack of safety, or if you want to maximize safety in your life, you want to cultivate curiosity plus abundance. It would look like this. I am open to receiving more of what I desire. Well, how does it get even better than this? See, when we open up to the energy of having a repeating abundance of what we need and want in our lives, life gets a lot safer and a lot more secure. Then this is something that will happen for you if you open up to receiving the energy of that, letting yourself embody it and connect with it, act from it. because the action will be different and it will lead to different results. The results of more abundance, thus more happiness, more peace, more love, more confidence. Now, it doesn't mean that 100% of the time it's going to work, which brings us to the second component, the second kind of mindset dominant thing we want to look at. How are we dealing with the unknown? How are we dealing with uncertainty? Either we deal with it with fear or we deal with it with curiosity. Okay, so you'll have a lack mindset and abundant mindset. Then you have fear and curiosity. And these four mindsets influence the level of safety you feel in dealing with your life. Especially, depending on where you are in your exit journey from a narcissistic system or from codependency, you could be in a lot of fear right now, or you may actually be going, I'm okay, I can handle this, because you've moved beyond a certain point in it. That usually the milestone is you've left the relationship and you've got yourself a solid footing financially and emotionally so that you can thrive. So depending on where you're at, those levels will be, different. But you can shape your reality and your experience by choosing abundance and curiosity over fear, danger, and lack. So when you look at the unknown, it's like, oh, I'm curious how this is going to work for me. I'm curious how this is going to benefit me. That's what we're going for. How is this going to benefit me? How is it going to expand me? How much love can I receive now? How much money can I receive now? Safely in fun ways. How much safe love can I have? Okay. These are things to think about, because that is the demonstration of abundance plus curiosity. We don't know what's going to happen, but we can have an influence on it. And that influence is determined by the level of shame, fear, guilt, fatigue, doubt that show up. The lack mindset shows up, the sense of danger shows up, or the amount of love, confidence, curiosity, and willingness to deal shows up. So that's what I want you to think about in today's training, is what mindset are you coming from? Are you coming from the abundant mindset where you're like, there is plenty for me, even though I don't know how and when it's going to show up? I lean into trusting that there is plenty for me and I'm willing to receive it. Are you coming from the lack mindset that says there's not enough, I must fight, I must fear, I must challenge things, I must control things? Are you coming from the danger mindset that this is a threat, it's going to harm me, I can't control, I don't have the capability, I'm vulnerable? Or are you coming from curiosity? Is this working? How is this working for me? Wonder what else is possible. Wonder how fast this is going to show up for me. Wonder how much I'll receive and how fast. These are how we change our relationship with safety and with our external world. Because now we're not externalizing our safety, we're retrieving it back from other people, places, and things. Now we need to reshape our mind so it's congruent, in alignment with that shift, so that we can then see the possibilities and then receive those possibilities. And that's what we're going to talk about in the next training, dealing with consequences. Okay? So in the workbook, I want you to write down what mindset you see yourself coming from, whether it's fear, whether it's the lack mindset, abundance mindset, the danger mindset, or the curiosity mindset. Note the sensations in your body to show up with those mindsets, and then use the MP3, the mindset clearing MP3, to shift you towards those things, and then write down the results you get there. Okay? If you guys have questions about this, just reach out to me. You can reach out to me at www.freetheself.com, or you can join my tribe at tribe.freetheself.com. And I'd be glad to help you with this. And if you're ready to break free of codependency, check out the Codependence to Confidence system at membership.freetheself.com. I'm happy you're here. I'm excited that you're part of our journey here. Let me know how this is working for you, and we'll see you guys in our final training in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.